Today, we would like to talk about a missing piece that a lot of folks aren't getting when
Mhm.
they're talking about the concept of self-doubt. Now, I know that we've had kind of an extensive conversation here in the background regarding that, and it was really kind of prompted or something that we picked up on regarding a recent LinkedIn post. Is that
Yes, absolutely. So recently, Stephen Bartlett from Diary of a CEO, I'll actually put a link to his channel in the description of this video. He posted on LinkedIn. He does a lot of great content on LinkedIn, but a recent post he made was about self-doubt and Michael Jordan. Phrase that he started with is that overcoming self-doubt is the most important lesson you can teach yourself. And he referred to Michael Jordan as a great example of overcoming self-doubt. And of course, that's true. It's not enough. It's not the full thing. So it's true that overcoming self-doubt is a key piece to everything and certainly to reaching goals and dreams. However, not everyone's brain is the same. So some people, like Michael Jordan, are able to do that. Other people, like me, how I used to be, you don't have the hardware for it. And what I mean by that is our unconscious self-image and worldview are a physical structure in the brain. Some people, they think, okay, I must believe in myself, and they do various techniques and things, and then they're able to do that. For other people, there's a missing piece. So I tried all of that. I tried the affirmations and the working hard and believing in myself and all of that. But in the background, while I was doing that, the unconscious part of my brain was referring to my unconscious self-image and worldview that proved that there's reason for doubt. And the key is you change that. You change the original references, those implicit childhood memories that form our self-image. Then you can change the rest. Some of us are running as fast as we can. And someone has said, you need to get from where you are now to that destination in 5 minutes. So that's the equivalent of you need to overcome self-doubt. You need to get from here to there in 5 minutes. Now, we are running as fast as we can, but there's others like Michael Jordan and, other people like that who are there already. How did they do it? And I'm running and running. What we don't know is they've got a car versus being on foot. And the equivalent of that is the structure of their brain is different to the structure of my brain and others who struggle with that, who are doing all the things, but it's still not working. We just don't have the same hardware, the same resources. The great news is we can get that. We can change it. And of course, I changed mine. You changed yours as well.
Yeah. And I know that a lot of us experience that feeling, that we see these super examples. We see these masters of their craft, of their skill, their expertise, and we're looking at them and we're trying. We're really trying as hard as we can to make that difference. And it's like, what is it? Why can't I get there? Why can't I do what they're doing? I think a lot of times, we're hearing that advice. It's like, well, all I have to do is try harder. All I have to do is X, Y, or Z.
Believe in myself.
All of those kind of things. And I will achieve that. I'll get there. But that's not the lived experience. And that can be really disheartening. Like, I want to throw in the towel kind of feeling. Understanding how this machinery is working in the background, understanding that, using your analogy of looking at Michael Jordan as someone who has a car and I'm on foot, that starts to make sense. And if you understand that having a car is an understanding that his brain structure is just different. And then it's like, as we started to learn this, understanding that the brain structure can be rebuilt. We know that the brain is very plastic, and that's the key.
Yeah.
That's the missing piece, is understanding that I, in fact, can build new brain structure.
Yes.
And start moving in that direction.
Absolutely. And Stephen Bartlett also made a really good point, and I think this is not talked about enough, is that successful people, so people like Michael Jordan and other successful people, they all also have imposter syndrome and doubts, and they have challenges. So they do have all of that. And he points out they just know that it's normal. And that's true. So they keep going despite all of that. But some of us do that, and we also know that it's normal, and we keep going and we keep trying, and yet we don't get the results. So understanding that all of that is true, and there's a piece that is missing, which is the unconscious part of the brain, referring to implicit childhood memories that provide evidence for this doubt. So it's not just, oh, I don't believe in myself. There's proof that I'm not good enough, or whatever the individual references are. Now, I also want to share with you that, of course, understanding this big topic, but we have a free masterclass that gives you exactly what that structure is, how it's formed, and most importantly, how it can be changed, so that you can change your brain in the same way that we've changed ours, and that to be the same as those people who can achieve, who do have self-belief. There's a link in the description, so you can register for that free masterclass that will take you into the details.
Yeah, I know that we both engaged in a lot of different ways to try to overcome this, or to achieve, to be higher level achievers. And some of that methodology were things where it seemed kind of ethereal, or it seemed like it was based on belief. It just seemed to me like it wasn't very tangible. And I think what was important, or what I discovered in this process, is that it is a tangible thing that we can be doing to our brains. We're changing brain structure. We're using our own neurochemistry to change these things. That is what is so incredibly empowering about this.
Absolutely.
This particular work that we're engaged in, we've always had access to it. It's just that we haven't really been taught. It hasn't been something that has been part of the popular lexicon.
Absolutely. This is not something that's widely taught or taught at all, really. And part of our mission is to get it out there as much as possible, because it's like everybody's walking around in rain. Many people, let's say, are walking around in the rain, and we know that they have an umbrella in their pocket and they don't know it. Something like that anyway. Helping people know about this, and then at least they have the choice to either use it or not, and that's okay. But if people don't know about it, then they don't even have the option.
Understanding how this machinery is working in the background, becoming a master of the machinery as opposed to the other way around. For all of our lives, for most of our existence, we've just been feeling like this machinery is operating and I have absolutely no way to control any of it. So starting to learn the neuroscience, understanding how these connections are happening, understanding what created this in the first place, is that first most empowering step in starting to actually make a change.
Absolutely. Hopefully that's helpful for everybody. We hope to see you on the masterclass. And of course, let us know if you have any requests for topics. We love sharing information. We love answering questions. And we will see you again next time. Lots of love to all of you.
Bye for now.